Hello, good morning, students. Welcome back to the Prithviraj English Academy. As we all know that our social science series is going on for the Karnataka State Board. In today's video, we are going to discuss about 9th standards, chapter number 24, an introduction to the study of international relations. So without a delay, let's start the explanation of this chapter. In this chapter, we are going to study about international relations, key definitions of the international relations, nature and scope of the international relations, importance of studying international relations. We are going to study in this. So now come to the first introduction. There are 195 sovereign nations in the contemporary world. Contemporary means at present world. At present, 195 sovereign nations are there. Sovereign nations means what? Sovereign means what? They are independent nation. Okay, 195 are there. Okay, although independent, no nation is entirely self-sufficient. Sufficient. This means 195 countries, they may be the independent, but they are not self-sufficient. So they are all interdependable. Because of that, countries must be cooperate for trade. What purpose you have to cooperate? Trade. For the purpose of security, for the purpose of environment, for the purpose of the welfare of the nation. Along with that, international relations studies how nations interact to protect and promote their national interest. Okay. And international relations will going to help to understand us how the global issues are managed through the cooperation and conflict among the nation. Conflict means fight. Okay. Okay, now come to the meaning and definition of the international relations. The term international relation means exactly the meaning of this word is what? Relations between nations or relations between states. Okay. So origin of this term is, we got this phrase by the first time it got used by the a person. His name is called Jeremy Bentham. Jeremy Bentham. For the first time he have used this word for that international relation. In 1789 he has written a book. In that book he has used that. Book name is called Principles of Morals and the Legislation. Legislation. So please go through it, the book and his name and the year and book name also. Okay. I hope you understood the literally meaning and the version of this word. Now move to the some definitions by the scholars. For the first we have here, the first scholar name is called Quincy Wright. According to him, the meaning of the international relation is what? International relations is the study of relations between different groups. It is what? It is the relations between the different groups, or relations between states, or relation between the different nations, a relation between different governments, or relations between different peoples, relations between maybe different regions means area, yeah, relations between different unions, or relations between different religions, difference between different cultural, and maybe relation between the different industrial organization according to the Quincy Wright. Now move to the next. Hans J. His name is Hans J. Marganto. Marganto. So according to him, international politics is the struggle for power between nations and its use. Okay. Now move to the next. Nature of the international relations are characteristics of international relations. Both are same it is. So first nature, a characteristic is dynamic in nature. International relation, it is in a dynamic in the nature, in the character. Dynamic means what? It will going to get change. Dynamic means it gets changes. Okay. So international relations will not going to same, it will going to get changed according to the global events. It may be the wars, it may be the alliance, yeah, it may be the revolutions. According to that, it may be get changed. and it will going to analyze past, present, and it will going to predict the future also, how it will be future world politics also. Okay, now come to the next point. Next character, it is what? It is the interdisciplinary character. It is, means it is the combine of the concept from the maybe political science, maybe economics, maybe history, sociology, law, and geography also. It is a mix up. It is okay of the mix, means combine, means mixed concept of from maybe political science, international relations, means maybe from the economics. Okay, now move to the third one. Its nature in that nation or state as the primary unit of the international relations. The state is the central actor in the international relations, and it behaves and policies drive international interactions. National interest and the national power is the fourth main character of the studying of international relations. So it will going to act to protect and promote their, means nationals interest, and even the power also, like the power maybe country has maybe in military, economic, political, and soft powers. Okay, that is also going to influence the whole world. Now move to the fifth one, struggle for power. The fifth characteristic is what? How the Magantho emphasized international relation is what? A continuous struggle for the power among the nations. Okay, and it will be the interaction and the feedback among the nations. The sixth point is what? Every nation depends on the others for the survival and the progress. Mutual cooperation and feedback is the very essential to sustain in a global order. Right, now move to the seventh, use of the empirical and analytical methods. Empirical means what? Practical method. Okay, modern international relations use scientific data driven approaches to study the global politics, and theories are empirical. Empirical means fact based, yeah, theoretical, and normative, value based also. Okay, now come to the role of the official and non-official institutions. Official institutions like United Nations of Organization or World Bank, International Monetary Fund. Non-official or violence organizations like terrorist groups or unauthorized movements that threaten the world peace is called the non-official or violent groups. Okay, now come to the scope of the international relations. Scope means the area from where to where the study material is there of the, yeah, what are the study materials, yeah, what are the fields the international relations is covered. Okay, the first is it is going to study of the international relations as the discipline. Okay, means it is what? It is a one separate subject only. It includes the origin, nature, scope, and the development of the international relation as a subject. Okay, so discipline means what? It is the subject. Okay, it will going to study of the international politics also. In the scope, it will going to study about the international politics. It will going to focus on the cooperation, conflict, negotiation, and power consolidation among the nations. It will going to study of the international role players, yeah, actors like. It will going to examines roles of the international and intergovernmental organizations. For example, UN, WHO, WTO, Red Cross, and the World Bank. Next, fourth point, it will going to study of the foreign policy in the scope. Every nation has the foreign policy, and that will going to reflect its goals and the strategies in the global affairs or world affairs. Understanding foreign policy is the crucial to the international relations. It will going to study about the war and the peace also. It will going to investigate the causes, effects, and the prevention of the wars between the nations. Okay. And then sixth one is creation and dissemination of the international thought. Aims is what? To promote peace, security, and the prosperity through the intellectual exchange and the global cooperation between the states. It will go into studies of the national centers of power. It will go into examine economic, military and the political power centers. Okay. Now move to the significance and the historical development related to the international relations. The systematic study of the international relation began after the World War first, means by 1919. Okay. The first academic chair in the international relation was established in 1919 at the University of the Wales, UK. The Woodrow Wilson Chair of the International Politics. Okay. Next, move to the next point. In the same year, means 1919, in the same year of that, in the same year of the, when exactly it got started, in that same year, the what you are going to call international academic chair related to the what international relations is got started in the University of the UK, Wales of the UK. Okay, and Woodrow Wilson is the chairman of the international politics. Okay, in the same year, Edmund A. Walks established a school of foreign service at the Georgetown University of the USA. Okay. Then, since then, international relationship got developed into the century old academic discipline. I have subject it now. Okay, it is played a very vital role in a world peace and the global development. Now move to the importance of studying international relations. The importance of studying the international relations. Why you are going to study? First thing is that it is going to introduce the real nature of the world politics. It is going to help to understand how nations are going to exercise power and how policies shape the global relations. It is going to help the realize international interest like nations design international relations to achieve their goals and the protect sovereignty, mainly the sovereignty independent. It is going to provide the knowledge of the global challenges like the problems like global challenges like poverty, hunger, diseases, terrorism and climate change. About these things it will going to help to, yeah, it will going to provide the solution to how to tackle these problems. Okay, for that international relation. Now move to the fourth one. It will going to give the awakeness related to the universal consciousness. It is going to promote the ideas and the despite differences like humanitarian is one. Okay, and fostering peace and the cooperation. So it will going to highlight the importance of the foreign policy. Okay, and it will going to explain the role of the international organizations like UN, UNESCO, UNICEF, WTO, WHO, World Bank, and the peace, development, and the human welfare. Okay. Now move to the next as a conclusion. International relations is a dynamic, means it will going to get changed, and it is an interdisciplinary field that connects the nations and the people. It helps them maintain global peace, stability, and the cooperation. And it will going to help to understanding international relations enables individuals and governments to make informed decisions that contribute to the harmonious world order. So I hope, my dear, you understood the explanation related to the international relations. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment and like and subscribe the channel and share this video among your friends. By this one, I am going to concluding today's video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.